pushing the story along. If the door opens, that means we have to cut and stop filming suddenly. Let me stop making some tea here, so let's not waste gas while doing this. Yes, as usually, the brief recapitulation, previous episodes, like they do on serious series, trying to emulate at least that. If we don't have value, let's at least have some of the form there. This is happening in 1990, towards the end of the year. And in the background there has been the communist regime, revolution or coup d'etat. Some dispute that. Termina. I was caught in the middle of it, and I'm in Newsweek, mentioned, because I met Michael Myers, who I think was the bureau chief in Vienna, or anyway for Eastern Europe at the time. Pleacă de acolo. Bă, tot ce spun eu? With my back turned, they can break things down there. So, plus I have the wood which is on the table is for him to enjoy. Okay, working with some media outlets. Enjoying the sun of the Black Sea with Adrian. Nightclubs, some interesting experiences mentioned in previous episodes, by the way. Not just expanded, the story goes on and on and on. I guess more than 100 episodes so far, talking about nothing. Not with the quality of Seinfeld, but using the model anyway. So, as for the beauty queen, it was a lucky break, a lucky encounter. Although she probably doesn't remember much, if anything, except that there is a name that's been this guy in the past, and he's squeezed between other important, reach. Even now, she's, if nothing has changed in the meantime, she's married to a guy who is prominent. And although I could be critical, he is a much better choice. He represents a fantastic progress from the idiot she married in the 90s, with whom she has a child, in fact, a guy who went to jail for fraud, for embezzlement, for corruption, for many things. So, in that sense, I represent a higher point in her past. At least I didn't go to jail. I have nothing to feel guilty in that sense. It's also true I'm told and criticized for not having the cash, and indeed we live on borrowed money for now. So no jail, but neither financial success in that sense. But anyway, I'm moving into the present, and it's about the trip back from the east that I must speak to at least maintain a modicum of chronology. So yesterday I mentioned the fact that we went to the station, railway station, trains were packed, and I said, I'll take you. And I took her to this village where an uncle, some relative, lived in Oltenia. And then a week from that, perhaps some days from that, she had to come back, and I said, I'll bring you back. But given that I had an uncle living in the neighborhood, not far from this village. In fact, the uncle lived. Would he still be alive? I don't think he's alive. In the Buleni, the place with the famous melons, watermelons. So I said, okay, since I'm going there to take the Queen of Beauty back, let's have a party to go there. So I took mother and her brother, Uncle Simon. He will be in the future episodes because at one point he would help us driving the car once my license will be suspended, because let's get there first. No, because termina, plus the pressure will increase from these guys. So there was mother, Uncle Sandu, and I also took Laurentis, and the dog. So quite a crowd. Laurentiu is the guy I mentioned again in 20, 30 episodes ago, in connection with the revolution. When I went to the Roman Square, I went from the building to the tourist office, and on the way down I met Laurentiu and Termina. We went together in the square, and we held hands, without being gay, bisexual, or something. But we were scared. I mean, when the securitate, police, băi, termină, mă, tâmpitule. Moved, we started to run, and we were scared. We were thinking maybe we would be jailed or even shot dead, who knows. There was a protest against the dictator, and when you do that, you can see in America what happens when there's a dictator. He doesn't want to budge, he doesn't want to move. So we were asking for him to, Jos Ceausescu, to get down, out. He didn't want that. Anyway, Laurentiu, for a while, some good friend. And we went to first to take her, and then we went with her to the uncle. Fact is, once the uncle, the other uncle, Aurel, twin brother of my mother, Aurel, mother and Sandu, maybe Laurentiu too, she mentioned Laurentiu making a pass at her. Maybe he was drunk too at that point. Mother mentioned that a day later or so. So they got drunk.